Martial arts are techniques that heavily involve training and are steeped in tradition. These techniques can have varied applications such as self-defense, psychological health, or advanced use of weaponry, amongst others. Characters in martial arts anime often spend much of their time training to defend themselves or others, participate in competitions of skill, honor their culture, or develop their health and spirituality. Today, I will be going over top 10 Chinese martial arts cultivation anime you may or may not have heard of. So without wasting much time, let's get right into the video.
Got that.
Number 10. A will eternal. A will to create oceans. A will to summon the mulberry fields. A will to slaughter countless devils. One will to eradicate innumerable immortals. A will eternal tells the tale of Bai Xiaochun, an endearing but exasperating young man who is driven primarily by his fear of death and desire to live forever, but who deeply values friendship and family. Number 9. Hitori No Shima, the Outcast. One day, on his way to visit his grandfather's grave, Zhang Chulan is attacked by zombies in a graveyard. In the midst of that situation, he is saved by a mysterious girl, who wields kitchen knives in order to kill the enemies. The girl tells Chulan, who is relieved, to face his hardships head-on. However, Chulan later sees that girl again at his university. From that moment, Zhang Chulan's destiny begins to move. There will be strangers with special powers appearing one by one, with battles involving those abilities. Each episode will bring a new mystery to light. Number 8. Zhen Dao Ge. A revenge story about the homeless young man He Fangji, whose family was betrayed by his own people while they were migrating, and was brutally murdered. The male protagonist, He Fangji, pretended to be dead and escaped a scene. After the massacre, he practiced an extraordinary martial arts in Shuzhong and determined to avenge his family. With a fan and a place name that showed the clues of the enemy, he embarked on the road of revenge. Number 7. Star Martial God Technique. In the whole world there lays 12 paths to climb the Tower of God, and in legends these 12 pathways leads toward legendary road of immortality. However, these paths in the Tower of God are far too long, without end. In ancient times there once were many types of martial art. Sadly, the world underwent terrible changes, and only 3 were left: Flame, Dragon, and Star martial arts. Generations of experts of those 3 martial arts are searching for road of immortality. Star martial arts practitioner on his journey of lifetime, with young beauties on the side, plans to become the highest god. Number 6. Tales of Demons and Gods. In his past life, although too weak to protect his home when it counted, out of grave determination, Nieli became the strongest and stood at the pinnacle of the martial world. However, he lost his life during the battle with the Sage Emperor and 6 deity-ranked beasts. His soul was then brought back to his 13-year-old self. Although he's the weakest in his class with the lowest talent, having only a red soul realm and a weak one at that, with the aid of the vast knowledge which he accumulated from his previous life, he decided to train faster than anyone could expect. He also decided to help those who died nobly in his previous life to train faster as well. He aims to protect the city from the coming future of being devastated by demon beasts and the previous fate of ending up destroyed. Number 5. Soul Land. Tang Sect, the most famous martial arts sect of all. By stealing its most secret teachings to fulfill his dreams, Tang Sand committed an unforgivable crime. With his ambition attained, he hands his legacy to the sect and throws himself from the fearsome Hell's Peak. But he could have never imagined that this would reincarnate him in another world, one without magic, martial arts, and grudges. A land where only the mystical souls of battle lay. The continent of Douluo. How will Tang San survive in this unknown environment? With a new road to follow, a new legend begins. Number 4. The demonic king chases his wife. Su Luo, a renowned assassin of the 21st century, crossed over to become Su Manor's most useless good-for-nothing fourth Ms. Nangong Luyuan, Jin Empire's Imperial Highness, was an emotionless, overbearing demonic tyrant with unrivaled talent. Everyone knew that she was idiotic and good-for-nothing and bullied her as they pleased. But only he, the overbearing tyrant with the discerning eye, wouldn't let go of her even if his life depended on it. Number 3. Psychic Princess. Xian Yunqi, the eldest daughter of the Grand Counselor, has had supernatural powers since she was young. Because of this, she has been kept in the Spirit Cloud Mountain as she is seen as an ominous girl. When she's 16, she finds herself substituted for her younger sister into a marriage with Prince of Yi. However, it is said that the Prince of Yi is cold, eccentric, and cruel. Number 2. Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. The state of immortality that all cultivators strive to achieve. However, there is a dark energy that lies underneath the forbidden demonic path. Through an unfortunate series of tragedies, this is the path that cultivator Wei Wuxian experiments with during his teachings. His rise in power is accompanied by chaos and destruction, but his reign of terror comes to an abrupt end when the cultivation clans overpower him and he is killed by his closest ally. 13 years later, Wei Wuxian is reincarnated in the body of a lunatic and reunited with Lan Wangji, a former classmate of his. This marks the beginning of a supernatural mystery that plagues the clans and threatens to disrupt their everyday life. Number 1. Fog Hill of the Five Elements. A legend tells that a long time ago, monsters could give the ability to certain elected officials to master the five elements. But for that, you have to go through the dangerous Foggy Mountains. We follow the adventures of one of these elected officials.